So we'll start. So far you okay with that? That we go to the browser, type localhost, and then from the XAMPP for Windows, on the left hand side we go to Tools and we select PHP My Admin. Okay. Now this is the welcome screen or the launch screen of MySQL database. In this screen, on the left hand side, if you can see right now, it shows you the list of all the databases created in the past. So because it is a local settings, as many students use that computer screens or that computer, their databases will stay there. Okay, so when you log in, you might see some databases the way I can see, but never mind, we're gonna create our own database. As we decided, our database name should be MyDB. Okay, now if you don't want to keep it general MyDB, you can give your name. So you can say Richard database or Richard DB. Anything which we can distinguish out of the other ones. Okay. Now the next step is to create our own database. To create your own database, we should go to the database link in the top left corner. You click on it. Pretty straightforward. It's a graphical user interface based database, so it makes your life very, very easy. Top left, click on database tab, and it should show you the page which says create new database. Correct? In the create new database field, just click in it and type the name of your database. So I'm just going to type MyDB. Once you type the name you want, generally in future, it should be the name of your client. Okay? Or in future, when you're going to buy your hosting packages, the hosting company will create database for you. And they will email you that this is the name of your database, this is the password of your database, and so on. So we just have to use those in future. But locally, when you work on your computers, you have to physically create. So it's good to know the steps. So all I have done right now is create new database, and all I do is just create. It says the database is created successfully. Yes, straightforward. I just keep the rest, keep it default. If I'm not telling you any option to change, leave it default. Okay. The moment you create, on the left hand side, you will see the database you just created will be in the list. How simple is that? Select your database from the left hand side list of databases, and all it shows you on screen now is the launch screen or the welcome screen of your own database. Now what does it show you? The name of your database on the left, but is there any table in the database right now? No. So we have to create our own table, as we already decided. Okay, so let me just create one table. Again, pretty much straightforward. It asks you the table name, so you just click inside the name field and you type your table name as contact form. Okay, how many columns we did decide? Sorry, we haven't decided contact form, we decided contact table. So I'm just going to put contact table. Don't give spacing between two words, don't put any special characters, make sure it's just one word. Yeah. So we put contact table as a table name, and the number of columns 4. So you just put 4. That's it. And then go. There's a button called go. You hit on it and you come to the next screen. Yeah. Three columns for the form details. An ID is generally we keep it default. So automatically the ID will increase. So every time a customer fills a form, ID will go from 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4. It's automatically incremented. But how to do that, I'm going to show you that. So far, we just wrote the table name, number of columns, and we said go. Then we come to this screen. Now here, you will see that it asks you here the actual column names. Now, I don't know why it's not showing you full screen here, or maybe my browser is not big enough. But yeah, there you go. You see, here it shows you what are the names of your columns. Again, don't give spacing between the words, just write ID, second name is name, third column is email, and the last column is contact number. It's very important to give the correct type to each column. Okay? For example, the ID is type integer. If you scroll down, there are various data types. Okay? Integer means any numeric value from 0 to infinity. Okay? So I'm just going to keep it integer. And for other columns, if you don't know too much insights of all these specific data types, you don't need to get confused. Okay? You can just keep them either varchar or text. So I can just keep text, all of them. Because text means there is no validation on it. It will accept literally any values people will enter through your website form. Okay? So because we're learning right now, just keep it text instead of confusing ourselves. So are we clear? Always your ID will be integer, others will be always text. Now only thing we have to set apart from all this is, I'm gonna horizontally scroll it. Don't fill anything else in the table. Right. When I scroll down on the right hand side, there's a column called A_I. Do you see that? Yes? That is called auto increment. Because our ID, we want IDs to be automatically increment from 1 to 2 and so on. That's why only for your first column, click on the checkbox auto increment. So it will automatically increment your column values. Right? Rest, just leave them as it is. Okay? So once we fill the ID column as integer type, automatically increment it. If you're happy with it, just come down, and if you check your screen, there's an option to create. Sorry, that's scan. So if you scroll down, where's it gone? Yeah, there you go. There's a go button. Yeah. I think my browser resolution is, computer resolution is smaller. That's why I don't see the big window. Yeah, just scroll down and just go to the left. You will see the go button there. Go to the scroll left. Yeah. And just click on go. At the moment you click on go, processing request, just hit save as well. Yeah, click on save as well. So just say go, save it. Now you will come to the screen which shows your table structure. Okay, now it will show you the table name at the top. Do you see the table name in the contact table? So if I click on the table name, I can see my 4 columns there. Okay, now right now your table is literally empty. There is no single value because no one filled the form. We haven't even connected it with the HTML form. But to add your first default values in the same list here at the top from the multiple tabs, let me see what tabs you see here. So you see, okay, you see the structure. Yeah, you go to the insert. Yeah, from the insert, we have 4 columns, and in each column it gives you value options. Do you see the value options? Just for the testing purpose, in each column, add some basic values. So for ID, I'm adding 1 as a column value. For the name, I'm just adding any fake entry. For email, I'm just adding some fake entry. And for contact number also, I'm adding a fake entry. So after adding 4 values, just click on the Go button, which is on the left hand side. Okay, it will enter those 4 basic values to your database. Now just to see those values, if I can go back to the Browse button, which is the top left tab. Okay, once you enter your first default values, go to the Browse tab in the top. Now the screen shows you the correct options. Do you see? It shows you are in the contact table, right? So that's the SQL query your browser has fired. And here in the middle of your MySQL database, you will see your 4 entries: your ID, name, email, contact number. Does it show you that? That's a success. And that's all the process to design a database, create table, and add a default value first. Once we have this, we're going to design a form, and we're going to bridge these two using a Dreamweaver software. Let's do that. I want to see all of you create your database table and enter first default value, and we'll inspect it one by one. Thank you.